Good morning. Good morning. And I will have to admit, I feel just a touch under the weather today. Some sinus stuff going on. But for the most part, I'm beginning to feel a lot better. I was on a call with someone this morning and I could hear children playing in the background. So I told her, I said, I wasn't really feeling that great. And when I got on the call and I could hear these children playing and having the best time, I said, it made me feel so much better. I don't have any little ones in my house. And it felt so good. So there are things that have nothing to do with medications, nothing to do with anything other than bringing up your vibration. And so this morning, listening to those children playing in the background as I was talking to her just really lifted my state of mind and how I felt in the moment. And so, just if you're having a hard day, listen to some music that you want to listen to, or if it's children that does it, find some videos with little children playing, or do something that helps to just naturally take your vibration up, and you will be so grateful you did. All right. So, anybody that is here live, please make sure you say hello, because as I'm using StreamYard, it doesn't really show if anybody's here unless you say hello. And if you have not given StreamYard permission to see your name and put that out, then definitely let me know who you are. Tell me where you're signing in from. I mean, I'm in Georgia, and we are warmer than warmer than normal right now, with some severe storms yesterday, lightning and thunder and all this. And then today we're going to be having some more rain. There's a flood watch in effect, but I'm sitting inside and I am warm and dry and comfortable. So a lot to be grateful for. All right, so we're only 2 minutes out, so I'm going to wait just a few minutes and see who might end up popping up. But I want to thank you so much for being here, whether you're here live or whether you're watching the replay. And please put #replay if you're watching the replay. And if you're getting benefit from what I'm doing here, please share it with people that you know and invite them into the group Make Lasting Change, which is what we do with our group, is we make lasting change. And our grand opening is February 5th on Monday, and it's going to be super exciting. So definitely you want to be part of that if this kind of thing really resonates with you. We talk a lot about our health and body image and our mindset, and there's so many different things that go into being healthy. It's not just what you eat. And so we explore a lot of that, and I would like to invite you to be part of it. And all you have to do is go to vickypoole.com, and it's VICKIEPOOLE.com, and then answer the questions and be part of the group. And you will start getting some emails right away that share a little bit about what's coming up and what you can do. And so I'm super excited about all the things that are coming in the pipeline. I already have some people lined up to do some talks in the group and share their expertise. And I will be sharing more about that as we go. Probably I will do most of that on the 5th when we have the grand opening. So please be there and take advantage of all this amazing content that I'll be sharing. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get to the morning affirmation. And let me copy and paste here. All right. So today's affirmation is, I am grateful for the abundance in my life. And seeing abundance isn't just finances. It's not just money. It's not just things. It is who you are, the people that you interact with. So abundance is in a lot of different forms. And like this morning, part of my abundance, I said, was being able to be in a warm, dry home that's comfortable and not be sitting outside in this terrible weather. So, or it's not really terrible, but it is, could be uncomfortable if you were having to stay out in it all the time. Okay. Um, but that is a profound thing to do every day, is to make a list of the things that you're grateful for. And that's one of the things that I like to do first thing in the morning when I wake up, to make a list of 5 things that I'm grateful for. And I will be honest, there are times that I don't do that till later in the day because something happens and gets my attention. Like this morning, I had to get on a Zoom call early. And so I was up and getting things done in order to get on that call. And so when I finish today, I will be listing some more things that I'm grateful for, doing some of my reading before I start with my first client of the day. All right. So, what are you grateful for? What is the abundance that's showing up in your life right now? And I've talked before about this, but what we focus on, and I'm not the only one that talks about this, so I'm not taking ownership of it. I sometimes feel like people are regurgitating what they've heard, which that is perfectly fine, as long as you're not trying to make it out like you're the one that invented this. And hell, I don't know, maybe that's just one of my blocks. Who knows? I'll be working on that. Um, but I will say that let's look at what abundance means in our life, and let's focus on that. What are you grateful for that is abundant in your life? Maybe you're grateful for an abundance of love, an abundance of warm relationships, an abundance of, maybe you have pets that are just so loving and feel good to pet them. That's an abundance. An abundance could be that you have a vehicle that you can drive, you have family, you have friends, an abundance of education. Maybe you have a lot of books and you have the opportunity to sit down and read every single one of them. That's a gift too. So find the abundance in your life and show your gratitude for it, because what we focus on, we create more of. So we are either moving forward in life with great abundance and appreciation, or we're in a negative state and we're going away from the abundance. It's not, you can't be doing both at the same time. So focus on the abundance in your life and how grateful you are for it, so that more abundance shows up. And like I said, it's not always money. Now, money can be a byproduct of some of the abundance that you have, but that's not the main focus. The main focus is life thing. Is it one that you're proud of? Do you take time to enjoy life? Do you spend time alone to collect with yourself, connect with yourself? Do you treat yourself well? Do you create your dreams that you want in your life? Or do you write things down at the beginning of the year and then you just let them go? And that's what a lot of people do, because that is easier. Even though it doesn't feel more comfortable, it is easier. With that said, today, write on your sticky note, your index card, or do like I do and put it on the mirror with a chalk marker. Put it as the screensaver on your phone. Whatever you have to do to get this in front of you so that this becomes your focus for the day. I am grateful for the abundance in my life. Oh, thank you, Kimmy. I'm grateful for my family, friends, coworkers, a job, my faith, and meeting amazing people from the Do the Thing and New Dynamo U. Yes, yes. I love that, Kimmy. Thank you for being here. All right, so now I'm going to get to the journal prompt. Da, 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 da. Let me get it up here. Where did it go? There it is. All right. So today's journal prompt is list 5 things you are grateful for today, no matter how small or big they may be. And like I said, I sometimes, when I first started doing the gratitude journal, the only thing I could find to be grateful for was my coffee was hot and it was good. I could hear the birds singing. It was very small, seeing the beauty of a butterfly fly going by. It wasn't real big things. It was little things because that's all I could see. I could not even think of anything big that I was grateful for. And as time went on, I found other things that I'm grateful for, but it doesn't matter. And the thing that is so cool is that when you can appreciate and be grateful for the little things in your life, like I said, what you appreciate appreciates. So by focusing on those, then that becomes a big deal, right? And it's like somebody was talking about money one day, and when I was listening to this, I can't even remember what her name was. And one of the things that she said was, if you're a person that needs more money in your life, and somebody gives you some money, and it's like, let's say you've got a bill that's $200 and somebody ends up giving you 50, then you don't really focus on the fact that somebody gifted you $50. A lot of times you focus on the fact, well, oh, that's great, but I still need another $150. And that kind of negates the beauty of the gift that you've gotten. And I say this because I don't know if you're that way, but I have done that many, many times. Yeah, that's great. But so let's see if we can take that out of our vocabulary and start recognizing, if you find a penny on the street, thank you for my abundance. Thank you, God. Thank you for my abundance, and stick it in your bag. And I know it seems trivial, but it's big. In the long run, it's big. So focusing on things that you're grateful for can be little tiny things. Like my alarm this morning, I woke up before my alarm, and I almost laid down and thought, oh, I'm going to wait for my alarm to go off. And then I thought, I think I'll go ahead and get up. And so I turned off my alarm and went ahead and got up. And so it gave me some extra time this morning that obviously I needed. And so a lot of things, it's like, find that to be grateful for. So I was very grateful for the fact that I woke up before the clock, and that I got up out of bed and actually started my day in a powerful way. And so I invite you to make your list, do it in your journal, do it on a piece of paper. And for those, I appreciate nature, taking pics of randomness, the laughter of a child, cats and dogs. Perfect. Kimmy, I was sharing earlier that this morning I wasn't feeling real well when I got up, and I had to get on an early morning call. And when I was talking to this woman, and she was actually in the Philippines, so it was night where she was at. But when I was talking to her, I could hear children playing in the background, and just hearing that energy from those children and their laughter. And you could just see, I couldn't see them, but I could just hear them playing like crazy. And it just lifted my vibration and my spirit up. The laughter of a child can do that for me quicker than that. And petting a dog or a cat can lift my vibration up so quickly. And so it's good to know the things that do that. So thank you for sharing that, Kimmy. And I do love nature. I love to go and hug a tree, and just spend some time walking on the moss, because in my backyard there's an area where it's kind of shaded, and so there's a lot of moss there, and I love walking on that moss barefoot. All right, so like I've said before, write down with your hand and a pen or a pencil on your journal page or your piece of paper. Because when you use your hand to write things out, it actually works better with the brain, and you retain information. And not only that, but it helps you to get information out. So if you're a person that is sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, I don't know what 5 things that I'm grateful for today, doesn't matter. You just take your piece of paper and you write that today. What are my 5 things that I'm grateful for today? And if you have to, write it several times. And just the action of writing that actually will wake up the part of your brain that will start saying, I don't know. What are the 5 things that she's grateful for today? Let me see. Because when we ask things as a question, our mind looks at it very differently. It tries to discover why. So, like when you're in something's going wrong in your life and you say, why does this always happen to me? Well, your brain's going to try to figure out exactly why, and it's going to give you every um, little tidbit of information that will support that. So, start asking more powerful questions. So, today's question, let's do it this way. What are 5 things that I'm grateful for today, no matter how small or big they may be? Write it down that way and then keep writing it until some thoughts come to you. Or I like to tell people sometimes to just sit for a moment, take some really good deep belly breaths, and then open the page and start writing your question and see what comes when you're in a more relaxed state. All right. So thank you, Kimmy, for being here. And for whoever is watching the replay, I appreciate you. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. What is today's Friday, right? Yeah, today's Friday. So tomorrow's Saturday. I need to look real quick because I think tomorrow I needed to come later because I think I had an early appointment. Let me check. Yes, tomorrow I will probably be doing at either 8:45 or I'll be doing later in the day. So I don't know right now. I have to evaluate and I'll see if I can put it in the group and let everybody know. But have an amazingly blessed, grateful day. Mwah.